I'm making this video for my baby mama, Valerie. So one day, if anything happens and stuff, this could always be in the internet and stuff, and everyone can know the truth about everything. And that is my ex, my baby mama, left us. Well, we're gonna back up a little bit. And she started cheating on me. Well, when I started finding out was April 19th. That's where I found out. And she was talking to this guy. Well, that was one of the first times I caught her, because she had already was cheating on me with another guy in Texas. But that's a different story. So I gave her another chance. The day that I caught her, on April 19, she hit me too. I have it all recorded. And yeah, she got on her knees. She told me, let's try and work on things. And I had already called cops because she had hit me. Let's try on things, blah blah blah. It was good. It was good. I let her. Next day was Easter. I had her broken her phone on the 19th. And I felt bad. She didn't ask me for a new phone. I just got her a new phone. Another phone. Come to find out, it didn't even take her that long. Probably the next day, she started texting the guy again, sending him nudes in our own house, in our own room. Made up this whole story to the guy that she was living by herself with someone else. It was just her and her daughter, but she was living with me this whole time. What breaks my heart is that she was trying. I genuinely felt like she was trying. We would go to eat on April. We would go eat, and she was trying. She was very affectionate, very going with my love language, which is physical touch. So yeah, she was very active, if you know what I mean. And yeah, come to find out, on May 1st, we went with my cousin. I saw her phone. She was still talking to the guy. I told her to leave the house. It was no problem for her. It was no problem. She was chasing her happiness and stuff. She left. She didn't even beg. Oh, before that too, she had gone to go buy flowers. I'm pretty sure now, because she's a liar and stuff. She's a very liar. She lied that she was going to come back home, blah blah blah. Those were never her intentions. I stayed to pick her up a lot of times after she left home and stuff. She lied to me, lied to her daughter and stuff. I have a lot of the recordings on the phone and stuff of her saying that she was going to come back and whatever. So check my phone, my iPhone, the black one. Yeah, after that, she had given me some flowers and stuff. I was shocked, because she had given me some flowers after she took some to her uncle at the graveyard. She brought me flowers and stuff, and a guy never receives flowers and stuff. The only time he receives his first flowers is in the cemetery. Everyone knows that. So, when I talked to the guy, she started yelling, "No, those flowers were not for him." Blah blah blah. Hard to hear. Hard to hear. Hard to hear. Very hard. Yeah, she left. She was coming and going, but it didn't took her long to go sleep with the guy. That's what she wanted. She was chasing her happiness. She wasn't thinking of her daughter. She wasn't thinking of me. Um, it's more like they say that it's like a monkey bar. She was holding on to me, but already holding on to the next guy. So when she was ready, she was gonna let go of me to move on to the next bar. So yeah, for since May, June, July, August, September, October, she was lying to us that she was gonna come back home, blah blah blah, that she was working at Starbucks and this and that. On 4th of July, she went with me to the casino. She asked to borrow money. Before that, I let her borrow money. She went to the casino with me. We spent 4th of July together. Because she knew that, I was, like, I don't like 4th of July because of my sister passing and stuff, but that's a different story. Probably lied to the guy that she was doing something else that day too. Because she didn't want no one to know. Well, after that, on October 29th, she came saying that she was going to give it a chance, that she was going to stay home, and if she didn't feel comfortable, she could go. So, the situation is like this, Val, and your mom knows. The paperwork's there, and that is, she came, stayed over. We were holding hands the whole night. I was sleeping by the feet. We were holding hands the whole night. I woke up. She took you to school. I followed her because she didn't wake me up, so we could all go together and stuff. Then we came back home, started talking, showed her that, and admitted to her the things that I could have worked on better. I had already bought her a ring. I wanted to marry your mom. To keep the family together, that we could move on from this. This was just the devil's work and stuff. We were cool. I was popping pimples from her face, laying on top of her, like, not laying on top of her like that, but just having my hand on the side of her. And she had told me that she hadn't talked to the guy, blah, blah, blah. Just lie after lie after lie after lie. I took a picture, sent it to the guy. She got really upset. She hit me multiple times where she messed up my eye. Like, to this day, I can't see very well. Like, if you see, it's kind of cloudy. My eye is kind of cloudy. She ended up going to jail. She ended up going to jail October 29, 2025. What you don't know, if you're watching this, is that I felt so bad that you ended up going to jail that I wanted to go get you out. I want to bail you out. People didn't let me. People didn't let me. And I couldn't go to sleep in my bed knowing that you were in jail. So, October 29th, that night, I even called, you know, Levis. I even called your boyfriend to let him know that you were there and stuff to make sure. I didn't know how you were going to get a hold of them. Anyways, I felt so bad that on October 29th and October 30th, I slept near the jail and stuff because I felt so bad. Because you were my person, Yeah, I s- slept there. October 29th, 30th. 31 was Halloween. I went to trick or treat with my daughter. They had called me and stuff, and they had told me that you were gonna have your date, your court date, and they told me when you got out that you were gonna get out like around 9 at night. They wanted to throw the book at you. They told me to do this, to do that, for you to go to jail longer, and I'm like, no, don't do that. The prosecutors or whatever, they were calling me to let me know. I told them, no, it's fine. Yeah. After that, we have not heard from her. Battery has not heard from her since October 29th. We don't know where she is. She hasn't made a phone call. The only reason that I know that she's alive is because of, some friends that have seen her at raves with her new boyfriend. Um, I have pictures of that too. Um, they also posted on his Instagram. Um, so today is May 5th, I believe. May 5th or May 4th. And again, we have not heard nothing from her. She had a court date on March, I believe. March. And again, the prosecutors called me and stuff. They told me, go ahead, press charges, do this, do that, claim money for the 2 days that you didn't work, 3 days, for your eye damage, because I could see blurry right here. That's how I see now. Kind of blurry. I said no. I didn't want her to struggle more or whatever. Um, I didn't want her to struggle, so I left it as is. Then they called me and they told me the results, that she got um, probation, that she cannot do it for like 3 years of fighting or whatever, being abusive, a $500 fine, 120 hours of, I forgot what it was. I don't know if it's anger management or whatever. And then like some sort of restraining order, but the restraining order, if that's her excuse, I have it, and it says that she cannot be aggressive physically or verbally around, me and stuff. So she can't be verbally or physically abusive. That's it. It doesn't mean that she can't come or nothing like that, or that we could set up a date where she can see her daughter. It doesn't mean nothing like that. Um, what's crazy, is that even after you went to jail and stuff, every time I would go to work, I would go outside to our room and hope that you were there. Like, hope that you were inside the room and stuff. Every fucking night, I would hope that you were there. Just so I could go tell Valerie, go inside with your mom. She's there, or something. You have no idea how hard it's been with Valerie. Being a dad and a mom at the same time. Yeast infections, her having fevers. One time she had a fever so bad, I called not the ex's, the boyfriend's number, and I told him, hey, can you have Eno call me and stuff? She's at the doctor, my daughter, really bad. And no, he never gave her the message and stuff. And I know his past too and stuff. That's why I don't want that guy around my daughter and stuff. I know what he's capable of doing, what he has done and stuff. And he's just a person that raves and stuff. I saw some pills on Eno's bag when the cops took her in. Adderall. I'm not surprised she'll be on it and stuff. And yeah, I haven't missed nothing of our daughter. I haven't missed no uh what do they call it, rewards, Christmas events, any events that she has. I haven't missed them. Nothing will stop me from that. Nothing. Nothing will help me. I'm gonna fight to the last moment that I can to fight for my daughter. And I know, that, and my daughter, hopefully, mamas, that this wasn't a choice that your mom left because daddy and mommy were super bad with each other. Because if I was really this horrible person that she makes me out to be, or points me out to me, she wouldn't have left you with me. She would have taken you. If she was like, oh, he's abusive or whatever, she would have been scared to leave you with me. But you were out chasing happiness. You were out looking for you. You were being selfish, thinking of yourself. And that's the truth. There's nothing else and stuff, Cynthia. You were chasing out for you. My child was, uh, how can I say it? Something that was in your way. Because how were you gonna come up with the mom of this guy and be like, yeah, I have a child with another man, and tell the sister too, and him knowing that you have a child with someone else, and her, because Valerie will throw a tantrum if she one day, of anything, and he has to hold on to whatever he feels because that's not his daughter or whatever. she she was just a problem in your relationship, of your happiness. There's nothing that would have stopped me, even if I had restraining orders or whatever, that I would call to make sure that you were okay. Yeah, you call my sisters. Not called, you text my sisters 2 3 times telling, how's Valerie, she's okay. And you know what, I didn't even ask for your number because you have my number if you really want to know about your daughter. I didn't say, hey, what's Eno's number so I could text her or whatever. Nah. For what? Again, like I said, lies after lies after lies. You know, you know how I am. You know what I thought, and that I told you my house doors are always open for you. We have a child together. I'll do anything for my child. Anything for my child. Even today, she tells me, oh, in the night, she's all like, Mom, if mommy comes back, Daddy, um, don't fight with her. Just listen and give her one more chance. And, you know, it's hard to even, because I would do it for my daughter. But what about me? Is it fair to me? Is it fair to me? I don't think. But like I said, I'll do anything for my daughter. Um, but if you're happy over there doing what you're doing, go ahead. Like I said, I'm gonna take care of my daughter for as long as I can. I'm trying to think if there's something else that has happened. You have missed out. She has grown a lot. Very smart girl. Very good artist like you. Very smart like you. Likes to read. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Our daughter is beautiful. She's what's keeping me alive. She gives me motivation every time to get up and to go work and to go do this and to go do that, to chase things. She is everything. What you used to say of going inside a fire for your daughter, that's me right now. I'll do anything for her. Anything. But you, and I had to let this out, I really need to let it out because, like that, if one day, we get to talk on the phone or something, it's already out. Hopefully, you got to hear this. And that is, don't bring no more children into this world. You have already killed one. You abandoned one. What's the next and stuff? What's the next poor kid's fault? What is he gonna do? nothing lasts forever, you know. I have told you the honeymoon thing phase ends. Things that they tell you and stuff. You started with a lie. You don't think in back of their heads. They're thinking if they did that to that person that had a family and stuff, how stable would I be? And like I said, you didn't do it once to me, you did it twice. But I guess it's normal for you guys. Your mom did the same thing to you. She just abandoned you, left you. She would come whenever she would want to come in your life. That's not gonna happen with my daughter. You're not gonna be able to just come when you want to and then leave when you want to. It's either you're gonna stay and be part of her family, or not part of the family, but part of her life, or um, or just not be there and stuff. That's it. That's all I ask you. That either are you build a relationship with her and you don't lie to her, because I used to lie to her. I used to tell her that you were working and that you were gonna come soon, but not no more. I told her that I never tell her things to hate you. I tell her, she's out, she has her new boyfriend and stuff, but it's not your fault. She loves you, I'm assuming, and or I'm guessing, but I'm here, daddy's here. It's okay. It's okay. Daddy's here. He got you. He's trying his best. It's hard, but he's trying his best as he can. And I'm doing a good job. I am doing a good job, the best that I can. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's your life. It's your life. Just like I tell you, have in your head that you already didn't let one kid be born, one you just abandoned, one you left with an ache. And that little girl is, where's my mom? And my mom's beautiful. And the way, because she used to sleep with your picture. And she's going to therapy. I'm paying for that therapy. And we had to figure out something else, so she wouldn't do that, because she was breaking my heart and stuff, because she would put you next to her and stuff. It was heartbreaking. um she downloaded a game on my phone, and she created you. She has you like a little character in her game. And she has me, she has you, she has herself, she has a couple pets and stuff, and like, you know she changes her mommy's hair and that. And then she shows me, look at mommy. Oh, yeah. You did her hair, mommy? Oh, beautiful. Look, mommy looks beautiful. Now change daddy's hair. I had to find a way for her to cope, you know. But know, you know, that all this, just accept this, this is all I want you to accept. That you did it for you. You did it for your happiness. You didn't do it for Valerie's happiness. You didn't do it for my happiness. Because you knew it was going to hurt me. You knew it was going to hurt our daughter. You were just thinking of yourself. You were thinking of yourself. Simple. Simple as that. Simple as that. You were thinking of yourself. That's it. That's all I have to say. If one day we get to talk again, or I still have a chance to talk to you, at least I said what I had to say. I thought I was gonna have angrier words. I guess I don't. I just wanted to tell you that. We're hanging in there. We're hanging in there as best as we can. Alright. Well, if you see this, you see this. If you don't, you don't. But at least it's there. I'll put it on YouTube so it could be there. So if one day, anything happens, my daughter could see it, and you could see it, and you could remember what I said and what, were my last thoughts of, of this. What can I say? Just take care. Don't worry, I got Valerie. And yeah. Deuce.